lights down and away we go.
However, oh my god, what a move! Big crash! Big crash!
Yeah, okay.
It is! What is crash? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Unbelievable.
Big crash!
You know, they say life is a marathon, but you gotta make sure you're sliding through it. I don't just make hits, I make sure everything is frictionless. Why be rough when you can be radiant? People ask me, Puff, how do you keep the vibration so high? It's simple. I stay slick, I stay supple, I stay in the flow. Because when you got this much oil in the tank, the party never stops moving.
We love you, Diddy.
Get your shine on, take it from the man who knows it's better slippery.
Welcome back, you're watching the Bahrain Grand Prix highlights on the Hsrl TV. And as we've just seen, a brilliant quali for Hsrl with a front row lockout, but can they convert it to a 1-2 or a double podium in this race? 20 laps will tell. And it might even give us hints to how the championship will go. Let's find out with the Bahrain Grand Prix. Welcome along then, ladies and gents, young and old, fat and thin. We are here for round 1 of 12 of the Hsrl Season 3 World Championship. First off, we bring you to the Middle East with the first of 3 races in this triple header. We are here in the Gulf of Bahrain at the Sakir International Circuit. It's a beautiful nighttime illuminated track. But let's have a look at the track in more detail then. As we zoom in, we see that this track has a total length of 5.412 kilometers, or for the Americans out there, 3.363 miles. And this will be contested over a course of 20 laps, and 15 corners make up this highly technical circuit with high tyre wear and high brake temperatures as well. It's a demanding circuit, but we're using here the C1, the C2 and the C3, the hardest 3 tyres, to maybe combat some of the wear that you get at this very daunting circuit. Now we've had a look at the circuit, let's see how they line up for the first race of 12 in Hsrl with our first starting grid of Season 3. So as we know, it's quite a lot of team order at the front, with the 2 Hsrls rounding out the opening row with Jack and Jaco 1 and 2, Third place goes to Steve-O. He's been very consistent in MFRL and he's proving it once more. Robert P4 in the Alpine, and 5th goes to James, and Jake, the highest rookie on this grid. P7 then went to Glitzy in the Ferrari. He did very well as well. Akil P8 is a brand new car. That'll be a new experience, but everyone's really in a new car. There's Jimmy P9 struggling with the realistic performance. Henry, Omar and John rounding out the rest of your top 12. 13th place goes to Kami Kamiko. He was actually quite impressed with a decent qualifying, with Wayne Fasto 14th, the Diddler in 15th, Hyped in 16th, 17th went to Soos and Wiki in P18. The back row made up of Felix and A and B. Right then, that's enough of me blabbing around. Let's get to it then with the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5. Long wait. But MFRL Season 3 is underway here at Bahrain. What's the start like for everyone? It's a decent start from Jack, decent start from Jacob. They hold 1-2 at the moment. Look at James on the outside. James from P5 to P3. What a start from James. He might even get P2 here. Brilliant stuff from the V-Carb driver. Jack will still hold the lead. James in P2. What a start from James as they make the way. Oh, there's drama here. Drama at the background. That's Jimmy going round. He will not be impressed with that. Big drama in the opening couple corners of MFRL in Season 3 as they make the way up to the next corner. Can they keep it all clean? More yellow flags. More yellow flags. Oh no, that's Jake. That's Jake and that's Akil getting involved. That's a big one. So replay here. This is the onboard of Jimmy. Let's see what happened to him. Did he spin by himself or was he forced? I mean, I could probably assume he was forced. It was very tight in that mid-pack. He's just weaving around. He goes to the outside. That's a brilliant, like, 6 overtakes there, I think. And then, oh yeah. It's like 4 wide with the AI. Couldn't really do too much there. What a shame for Jimmy in the Mercedes. This is a look now at James's incredible start, making it up to P2. Might have even taken the lead. We didn't quite see because there was so much carnage. Let's have a look at his start then. Immediately just launches on the grass. Steve-O not letting him have it too easy. But on the grass there, jumps both Alpines. He's on the outside of Jaco. These two had a bit of a battle last season, so it's a bit of a reignition of the rivalry. He's into P2 here. Had a great getaway though. It's a bit like Hyped's getaway at Belgium and Brazil. Did he get the lead though? And Jaco on the outside, and Jack had a mega moment, and James did take the lead. This is on board with Jake now. We've got plenty of replays. This new improved Season 3 highlight system. As Jake, he was involved in the mid-pack melee. He's just ahead of Jimmy here, round the outside of a couple of them. Good stuff. He is a rookie, don't forget. This is his first on the season, and he's done very, very well in that Haas car. There's 2-3 wide. It was so awesome. It was a kill. Was it just a bit of contact? Yes, it was, and bang! Thank God that wasn't a retirement. That could have been big damage. That could have been a full safety car, maybe even a red flag. This is on board of Jack from pole. Let's see his launch. It was a long hold on them 5 red lights, but he had a good launch. He held on to the lead. The 2 kicks out had a decent start, but James is just way above average with his start. It was really, really good. But yeah, Jack covering off and having another classic Jack perfect start really. As they headed down into turn 3. It was plenty of carnage behind, but Jack didn't see any of that. He was not distracted by the mayhem in the mid-pack with Jimmy and Jake and Akil. And look at this. Whoa, that was a massive moment. Massive moment. Don't know how he's held on to that. Brilliant stuff. But James did take the lead from Jack as the virtual safety car was deployed. And so this is Jimmy down the inside of Hsrl.
Off Hsrl. Yeah,
Anyone getting some Monza flashbacks in that? Nah, me neither, but this is very dramatic race for Jimmy already with a spin and now battling the AI. Contact with Lance Stroll. Here we are, Jimmy on lap 8. We've already made it through nearly half this race. It's gone by so quickly. This is the AI of Albin, aka Hyped, who actually unfortunately can't make it to the track due to a lack of funding, but he's here in the commentary box, which is good to see. But can Jimmy make his way past the Williams with ease, or is he going to have more challenges? Can he make a move? Maybe through the S's? No, not quite. I don't think he'll be able to. He hasn't quite got the run. Will it be another hairpin overtake, potentially? Let's have a look then as he's trying. He's all over the curb. Here we go. Is it going to be more contact like we saw with Stroll? Hype, keep it clean. And he has kept it clean. Jimmy's made a good move down the inside there to claim another position. Oh, here we go. This is getting very dramatic.
oh, 3 wide.
Indeed it is, Jimmy, as we are still 3 wide. They're starting to get in now. Will there be contact? This is going to be very, very tight. There's locking up, but they've somehow kept it clean. This is Omar, Kamiko, and Glitzy, I think. Yeah, what a battle this is between two drivers who aren't really used to being at the front. And Omar, who has been a front runner but struggled in qualifying. But this is absolutely amazing, as now there's action, more action as Omar locking up. It's Ferraris ahead of Williams, and 2 Mercedeses are now getting rather close to each other. This could be very, very spicy in the mid-pack. As now into the pits comes Jack. Gets it nicely stopped. Can he get a good pit stop? Let's have a look at it. Turns in nicely. And 2.4 seconds, great release from Jack there, brilliant stuff. As a very good pit stop, give him maybe a chance of taking the lead from James in what's been quite a fierce rivalry in this race. What can the Jack do? More action in the mid-pack on the 11th lap of 20. Jimmy on the inside, Projector on the outside, Wiki, and Jimmy, this is like 2014. This is absolutely brilliant. There's contact between the 2 teammates. Keep it clean, lads. We don't want to see any more controversy, but Jimmy has just about held on to position for now. It's been a very exciting battle in that mid-pack.
Well, there goes Kamiko. I don't have DRS. Everyone else has DRS. I'm going to get overtaken by Wiki. There's nothing I can do, really. Bro. Oh, Wiki! Yes, Wiki! No, Kamiko? Can we get him? Kamiko gets it. What has happened to Kamiko? Why is he actually decent now? Through goes Jimmy! It's not going to be that easy though, is it? Oh, what are you doing, Kamiko? Okay, there we go. I got the overtake.
Majestic Formula 1 Racing League. It's back. MFRL Season 3 is coming to you with highlights and coverage on the MFRL socials and MFRL TV. Oh boy, you do not want to miss it. This race is absolutely flown by. We're starting the lap 13 on board with Jimmy once more. Here comes Kamiko. He has improved so much. What a driver he has become in Season 3. Actually battling, keeping it clean. Lock up, big lock up from Wiki, I think it was. Kamiko and Jimmy neck and neck. Down the inside goes Jimmy. He holds his line, gets a position. A great move from Jimmy. He's in the thick of it. He's now going to go down the inside of Wiki. More Bahrain 2014 vibes. What a battle this has become. As Jimmy, and there's more side-by-side action. That's Omar and Glitzy neck and neck through the S's. Surely not. Oh my goodness me. What a battle this is in the mid-pack. Nothing really going on at the front, but look at this. Switchbacks locking up. Jimmy slightly messed up the exit there, but shouldn't be too bad. You should easily catch up with these two, just constantly battling. It's a 3-4-5-way battle in this mid-pack, and luckily now with the new point system, most of these drivers will be getting points. Are Omar and Glitzy going to go for it again? Of course they are. Here comes Glitzy on the outside of Omar. Sticks the move. Omar's going to not take very long to retaliate, though. This is the same lap, only in 1 or 2 corners later. Here we go with 2, maybe it could even be 3 wide. There's contact. Oh, there's contact. That could have been race ending. How is there not any damage to Jimmy? I don't think he'll be any happy about that. There's more contact. This is a Glitzy. Keep it clean. No damage, please. This battle has been quite incredible to see. This could already be a contender for the best battle of Season 3. Here comes Wiki. Here comes Kamiko with the unfortunate body damage to Jimmy. He's just absolutely helpless there. and and look at this, 2x2, absolutely brilliant. I was trying to remember what to say there, but I've just distracted by this incredible battling. They've kept it clean so far. Can they keep it like this until the final lap? And it's been very, very good. No big crashes yet. Side by side between the two Mercedes once again, and side by side between Omar and Glitzy. What an incredible battle this has been. Replay here of Jimmy.
No. Oh, what the f*** is he doing? He just brake checked me. How was that my fault, bro? What the f***? What are you doing, Pug? Oh my god, these guys are idiots.
Oh yeah, it's getting very, very feisty. They've just got 6 or 7 more laps to keep it clean. And a bit of a lock-up there from Glitzy as we run down this 4-5-way battle. It's not been broken up. What a battle this has been. It's not blown up yet. There's no big crashes, as I say. But Omar leads the pack now. Oh, this little pack, P9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Only one of these drivers will not score with the revised point system. It was top 10. Now it's top 12. And here comes Jimmy down the inside of Glitzy or Puck or whatever you want to call him. We're neck and neck. Bit of contact. This is a brilliant battle. Side by side. Can they keep it clean? Hopefully no damage is exchanged. Contact is okay, as long as it doesn't begin to ruin the race. With 3 wide, here comes Kamiko. Unbelievable stuff. There's a bit of contact, and that is Glitzy and Jimmy. Unfortunately, having the weird hook thing this game has, but somehow they keep it going. Through goes Kamiko. Unbelievable stuff, as here comes the rest of them, as Jimmy's damage continues to affect him. Here we go then. Side by side between Kamiko and Wiki. They're still keeping it clean. This is absolutely remarkable stuff on lap 15 of 20. This is absolutely incredible compared to what's happening at the front. As here we go. Oh no! Bang! Oh no, what a shame for Jimmy. He is out. And it's another unlucky end. It's like Vegas. It's like many other races. And it's so lucky to see him walking out from a huge crash.
Yes, Jimmy, yes! What a legend! What a legend!
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low, and we're going to risk a penalty.
Oh, I mean, I really do feel for Jimmy, but he's been taken to the medical centre just as a precautionary, because any big crash like that, you just need to do it. But he is absolutely okay, it seems. And here it is then. So, Glitzy, he's trying to go for the move, I think, or he's trying to defend very aggressively, and bang, it's 160 kilometres per hour. It's a big hit. It's a big, big crash.
What the f***?
You hear the sudden shock and anger. Look at this slow-mo. What's the speed? It's 158. Jimmy's just helpless. He tries to turn left, tries to turn right, and it's an unfortunate accident, but lucky to say he is okay. Halo, everything doing its job. An incredible safety cell on these 2024 cars, and it's great to see him get out of that.
James is in! James is in! Stay out! Everyone stay out! James is in! Everyone stay out!
Ooh, great tactics from Jack there. He is a champion. He knows what he's doing. Will it pay off in these final 2 or 3 laps? Weaving left, right, left, right, left, right. And here we go. Prepare to resume racing. No overtaking for now. But when Jack floors, it will be underway. He's going right to that inside. We saw this last season here at Bahrain. It's nearly an incident. Keep it clean. Jack always leaves it late, but he's going to leave it great. And we're underway. It is green, 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 green. Back at Bahrain. What a race this has been. And let's have a good ending with only 2 or 3 laps to go. Jack will lead us down into turn 1. How much longer can he last on it though? It's old hards versus new softs. But here we go. We've got action between Sotos and James. There's been a bit of controversy between those two during the safety car. There was a bit of brake testing. That is under investigation, we hear. But here we go. Side by side for the lead. Here comes James on the outside of Jack. Will it be an instant move for the lead? This is a bit like 2021 Bahrain. Brilliant stuff. And there's more contact. How is there not any damage? Jack on the curb. Oh no. And James has been squeezed off. Jack is going to survive. He's going to keep the lead for now. But it's still Jack from James and Sotos from Jake. A Haas 3-4. It's good to see. They're nearly side by side as well. It's action everywhere you look. So it's Jack leading. It's James in P2. Here comes James. He's not going to send it into turn 10. But, oh, maybe he is. He's got a great exit. He's going to go for the lead. And I think this should be it now. Unless Jack can really do an incredible move and hang it around the outside. Here he goes. He's going to try it. He might have actually done this perfectly. But no, not quite. James has taken the lead. But Jack is not giving up yet. the last lap of the race, and James has gotten quite a big gap, but we're hearing it could be a 5-second penalty. That will be confirmed after the race if it is. If not, then James will be on for his first ever MFRL win, but that is definitely provisional for now after this controversy with Sotos during the safety car. But for now, we can ignore penalties and take in the moment as James comes up towards the last corner, and he's going to do it nice and neatly as Hsrl is out of the race on the last lap. What a shame. But for James, it's a first win. It's a new winner in MFRL. James does it.
Oh no, I know. Why MP7?
Oh my god, bro.
What the hell are you? I have 38 Brisbane. I know.
Oh! Oh!
Oh fuck.
There are certain moments where silence falls on a racing track and you know what that means.
You cannot do anything. You're just a passenger to this. The world seems to be coming down on you. That's the worst thing you can have. This is bad.
Yeah, this one was hard to watch. I felt very, very vulnerable in that moment.
Everything goes through your head. You don't think that anybody can get out alive of this one.
Oh my god! Oh! He nearly went over.
I'm doing racing long enough. There is no good outcome. He's not coming out.
The longer you sit and you wait, the more the fear kicks in, because your instincts are that you know what the reality is.
When I saw the fireball, I couldn't believe that this could happen in modern Formula 1 cars. And a car shouldn't break into.
When you see those things, you believe the danger that we're going to.
For the first time in Season 3 of MFRL, we welcome you to some racing action, some proper cars on track for 3 days of testing compacted into one in this short highlights reel of the 3 individual days coming from Spain, Silverstone and Bahrain. 3 different days, 3 hours for the drivers to get to grips with their new Season 3 cars, realistic performance as well, and this is the first in what is 6 in 7. That's 6 videos in 7 days with plenty of other content along the side as well. And as we draw nearer to the first race back at Bahrain after an incredible race in Season 2, we focus now on testing, the 3 days of testing. And so then that's enough for me yapping. Let's tuck in some proper action with day 1 of 3 coming from the Circuit de Catalunya here in Spain, in Barcelona. Could Jack be back, or will it be someone new? The first pre-season test of the season was quickly interrupted by a big crash for James, going straight into the barrier on the exit of turn 9. Luckily he was okay, but the car and barrier were not. For Hsrl, however, it was a tale of 2 sides, as teammate Jack went quickest in the session with a 1 minute 12.988. However, his test session was far from smooth sailing, as demonstrated by a big slide he had in the opening minutes of the session, and he was not happy about it.
Oh mate, every single corner there's understeer or oversteer on this car. It's so unbalanced, it's so difficult to control.
And Jack's scares didn't end there, with a huge moment coming out of turn 2, hitting the gravel and going right across the road, nearly causing a big accident. However, the Jack-to-back champion says he's happy with the car and he's excited for a season of close battling with the pack. Coming in behind him in second place, however, was the Stevo back at Aston Martin for another season. And despite a mistake in the session, the Stevo said he was happy with how the session went for the team, with the Scotsman dunking his wheels in the gravel once or twice during the session. While it was understeer for Aston, it was oversteer for VCarb as Omar suffered a big moment entering the first corner, with the VCarb snapping away in dramatic fashion. Omar would eventually set a lap good enough for P5, 4/10 off Jack, with his teammate Robbo in P3. Robbo says he won't feel as competitive this season, but you never know with the Robbo. He might not attack Jack, but he'll always be attacking the rest of the pack. Splitting the V-carbs and making a Williams sandwich of V-carb bread was Sotos, with a lap good enough for P4, as he absolutely pushed the limits at the last corner. So after 60 minutes in the Spanish sun, what was the top 10? Well, Jack topped it with a 1:12.988, with the Stevo only 1/10 away. Robbo and Sotos came 3rd and 4th, with Omar and Jaco making an Italiano 5-6. A&P 7th with Wiki 8th, McGrory and John. With the first day wrapped up, we now head to Silverstone, where the weather is much less reliable, but luckily the drivers were gifted with a nice, dry, sunny session as the sun set on the Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire countryside. Go grab yourself a Tina Bicky, we'll be right back. With Jack topping the Spanish test session by just over 1/10 of a second to the Stevo, could he repeat the same fate at Britain, or could one of our many British drivers or teams make it to the top? 60 minutes in the countryside, let's see what happened in the second test of 3 in Season 3. James's Spanish struggles continued at Silverstone with a scary crash heading into the pit lane. Luckily all our camera crew and the driver himself was okay. The Stevo was getting all snappy out the last corner before getting P4, improving his consistency. Meanwhile, Wiki was good enough for P5 after a very freaky moment heading into turn 3. The Alpine locking up and nearly losing control. A fantastic save from Wiki. The Alpine driver hoping to have a good chance at the title. So, where was our Jack-to-back reigning champion? Well, Jack had a very difficult session unfortunately, and heading through Maggots and Beckett's on onto the exit of Chapel, had a huge moment, nearly losing control of his kick Sauber. He would eventually go on to P3, but he was very frightened by the big moment.
Wow, I think I might need a new pair of pants after that one.
So surprisingly, it would end up being Jaco taking the top step of the test, with a lap time of 1:27.557, driving for Williams for the first ever time. Now Season 3 has seen a whole swarm of rookies coming in, and one has already impressed taking P2. It was Jake in the Mercedes, less than a 10th off the fastest time of the session. So Jaco took an impressive P1 in the session ahead of Jake and Jack, the two J's 2nd and 3rd. Stevo, Wiki and Sotos were next with Felix, A&B, Jimmy and Akil, making it 3 Brits on the bottom of the top 10. Henry P11, James with his struggles and the Hutchins in P13. Only one more hour of testing to go. What on earth could happen? And so we fly across to the Middle East for our final hour of testing of Season 3. Who could top it, with 2 different people topping the first 2 sessions? Really unpredictable stuff, and this is why Season 3 is potentially bound to be the best yet in MFRL. Join us after the break to see who could top the final session of Season 3. Pop the kettle on, we'll be just a couple minutes. Back on MFRL. Majestic Formula 1 Racing League. Is back. MFRL Season 3 is coming to you with highlights and coverage on the MFRL socials and MFRL TV. Oh boy, you do not want to miss it.
You know, they say life is a marathon, but you gotta make sure you're sliding through it. I don't just make hits, I make sure everything is frictionless. Why be rough when you can be radiant? People ask me, Puff, how do you keep the vibration so high? It's simple. I stay slick, I stay supple, I stay in the flow. Because when you got this much oil in the tank, the party never stops moving.
We love you, Diddy.
Get your shine on. Take it from the man who knows it's better slippery.
Jack and Jaco have currently topped the 2 sessions so far in testing, and with 1 more to go, it is wide open for any driver to top pre-season test 3. With no real clear indication of who is going to be dominating the field, this is very, very exciting. We head to Bahrain and to the Middle East for our final test of 3 in MFRL Season 3. Let's see who topped the final 60 minutes. The final test session of 3 for MFRL Season 3 saw more names entering the top 5, with one of them being AMP in the Red Bull having a big moment and getting frustrated with track limits. Jack would make his 3rd consecutive appearance in the top 5, but it was only P4 for the reigning champion. He said he was slightly disappointed after this scary moment, luckily avoiding any damage to his kick Sauber. A big shake-up in the lineup saw Stevo for the first time leave Aston Martin and head to Alpine, but instantly he proved good to be P3 in his brand new machinery, with Stevo once again being consistent and a good contender for the Season 3 title. Stevo managed to split the 2 Williams, one of them being Omar, who finished P3 after this big moment through the S's. Not to be getting away with any damage once more. But it was his teammate, his new teammate in fact, with Aiden topping the session with an impressive time of a 128.018, 3/10 clear from the rest of the field. Aiden was very happy with himself. So at the end of the final day of testing, we have more new names in the top 5, with Aiden, Lewis, Omar, Jack and AMP making up that top 5. Jake once again in 6th for the kill, Jaco, Robbo, and for the first time, Pug makes it into the top 10. Jack goes top due to its 5th place grid penalty. It will be hyped who takes the 2nd pole for the first time since Bahrain all the way back in round 1. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Who's going to get the best reaction? Oh, that's McGrory. McGrory's off the road. He'll get back on though as we head to turn 1. And oh no, it's 1 bash for another bash as Hype goes into the gravel and Steve goes through. And oh, that's Aiden into the back of Hype. And oh, there's more contact. And oh, Jack's off the road. Through goes Aiden. Oh, it's all got to pieces. It's a crash. I don't believe it. And Jack will take the win. Welcome back to Monza and the weekend highlights. We've just had a massively dramatic race there, where we've just seen Jack take another victory, his first and only sprint win of the season, as this will be the last sprint of the season, with Sotos taking the Austria sprint and Jack here taking the Monza sprint. It was obviously here a few months ago where Jack took the title. It was in the sprint, but realistically he does have a small chance here. It is a bit of an outsider chance, but you know, Jack, he can do something incredible. He could get the win here. Obviously we know he has that 5th place grid penalty and it is Hype and Jimmy on the front row, but what can Jack do? What can everyone else do as we head down to the grid? It's Sunday, it's race day and potentially the last day of the championship being winnable by more than one person. Here we are then, and here is the starting grid for the Monza Grand Prix. Broski, his AI in P10 with McGrory, a top 10 performance from him, well done in P9. Wiki P8 and Mini Akil there in 7th. But there's the big one, Jack in P6. He has that penalty, of course, due to his massive practice crash. And Aiden, well done to him on debut in 5th place. Italiano guy, Omar, P4 in his home country and the home team as well. And it is Jimmy P2 and Hyped on pole for the 2nd time. What will happen here? Weather won't affect the race. It's a beautiful day here, but we've seen Jack get in a fair few incidents in that sprint. Many of them were not his fault, but if something goes wrong here, the championship could still be open. But at the same time, he could win and take a 13th win in a row. Can he do it? Well, there's only one way to find out. Here comes the Italian Grand Prix then. Green flag there. And we're almost ready to go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. lights out, and away we go. Oh no, McCrory has gotten a drive-through penalty for a jump start as Hype chops across, and he takes an early lead. Oh, and they're off. We had a bit of glitchy moment, but Hype will lead into turn 1 and 2, and oh, off there, that was projector, I think, as they all kind of cleanly make it through the first few corners. Hype still leads. Yellow flag, of course, at the first couple corners as they all go nice and slowly. Have they all kept it clean? The yellow flag has been dropped, so I think we are all clean. As Hype makes it through the first Lesmo, and no safety car needed yet. And this is a battle here for P2. This is Jimmy and rookie Aiden doing a fantastic job. Here comes Aiden to the outside potentially as we look at Hype still leading this race after 1 lap. Of course, having the fastest lap. Aiden there, having look at them open contact there. We didn't quite catch it, but Jimmy will hold on to P2. Here comes Jack potentially as well. And that is McGrory in the pit lane, serving his jump start drive-through, and side by side right at the back. That is George.
Season 2, Italian Grand Prix.
No damage, please. Please.
It looks like on for it.
Yeah, we're up there. Oh, okay. Did he get with that fantastic start? Oh, did he get? Might just leave it here. I'm right here with something.
Someone's on the inside of me.
Oh, contact, I've got damage. Refresh. Jack. Right. Got damage here. Side pod damage.
Oh no.
Okay, I've only lost 2 places. I'm not 2 in lane tonight. Yeah, that's fine.
Lewis, don't overtake me. We'll try and catch the pack again up here.
Didn't get by a flyer.
So
That is the exact start that the championship leader needed as we head down to turn 1 for the 3rd time. And this is on board of Aiden having a big... Oh, that's contact. That is not what the championship leader needs. A bit more contact. That could be damage. Hopefully it is not. I don't think it is. But Jack just about holds on to 3rd. This here in replay, the earlier instance we saw of Aiden having a big lock up there, and there was definitely contact, a lot of it, but Aiden, mature, good driver, backing out and not making it too spicy. On board with Aiden here, and the teammates getting very feisty with each other. This is Jimmy and Jack is trying to get P2 in. P2 would almost certainly get in the title as Felix gets the penalty, but Jack will get P2. Here comes Aiden from nowhere. The rookie's doing incredible. He's into P3 on debut. What a moment that would be to get a podium. He doesn't quite get the move pulled off. He's still P4 though, and that would be a great achievement for a rookie in the Red Bull team, which has been struggling all season long. As you see Aiden continuing to slipstream, DRS, everything, giving it everything as we continue the onboard into turn 1. And oh my god, I was not expecting that move there as we head on to lap 4. This in replay, this was the spicy moment between the two kick Albers. You didn't really see the start of it. It was a move down the inside. Jimmy holding on, a bit of contact there. But no damage done. That was really close. But no major damage done. They've kept it clean. They've held on to P2 and P3. So yeah, nothing too bad there. But Jack into P2, really going to help his championship hope. And he's only got Hyped ahead of him to overtake to get the championship. On board with Jimmy then for P3. And this is Aiden right behind, braking lane. Oh, he's lost it, and he's coming back on the road. Oh, that's a shame, that's a big accident there for Aiden. Can they carry on? Who did he collect? Good news, Aiden is continuing, and he is still in the points for absolute mayhem on the 4th lap of this Grand Prix. As all going about a bit wide there. Oh, sliding is Felix, and around. That is another incident. That's projected now. He's gone. We're surely going to need an interruption here. There's been so much chaos, and there it is. Safety car is out, just as I said. They just need to calm down the pack, really, because I don't think anyone is out. Oh, yes, there is. Hutchins is out. Oh, what has happened to Hutchins? After a great sprint result, he is out of the Grand Prix. What a moment that was. Hype has only done around 1 or 2 restarts, so let's see how he treats this one. He's already left it quite late. We've seen before plenty of times they've let him go here, but to reduce the slipstream effect as much as possible, will he go late, or will he catch everyone off guard and go now? He's just revving, keeping it at a consistent speed. Will he go now? They're almost IndyCar. Look at this. Really quite incredible. And I think he's gone for it now. Yes, he has. As we go. Green on lap 8 of 19. And we're back underway. Ignore that safety car graphic. We are green flag. There we go. We're back underway then here at Monza. And Hype is still on. Hold on to his lead. And we've got a bit of side-by-side action behind. Look at this, locking up there. That's McGrory and Projector having a battle. But here comes Jack to get the championship. He's going to go to the outside line. He's not quite able. Here he goes. He has got a bit of a run here. Side by side. So many times these two have battled. How was the championship not closer? Round the outside, Hype will go just to hold on to the position. And a big slide for our championship leader, Jack. And he's nearly going to get overtaken by the homeboy. Omar right on him now. And maybe a critical mistake for the result of this Grand Prix. But you never know. It's MFRL. Anything can happen. And we go on board with Jack in the bottom, and we've got on board of Hype, and here we go, battle for the lead, change of the lead. Jack will go through.
Safety car! Unbelievable! Took the lead right at the safety car. The fish has retired at the Parabolica. So bad.
And Jack is in prime position for the championship. He's got his teammate behind him. What a great result this could be for Sauber. For the constructors, what is going to happen there? I think we're going to be green to the line now. And Jack, has he gone for a not yet? Not yet. He holds up the pack. He's doing similar strategy to Hyped. And we saw it pay off last time. Now we go. And across the line we'll go side by side everywhere. And we are green, 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 green for maybe the last time in this Grand Prix. Lap 13 of 19. And we are back underway. Jack's got another good launch there, similar to Hyped. And Jack will have a few tenths clear, and it's his teammate behind, so I don't think Jimmy will do anything too aggressive, but you never know, he could go aggressive. And this is on board of Jimmy. Oh, he has a bit of a jiggle, nearly getting P2, as Robbo is now ahead of him. Didn't quite catch that moment. And as it stands, Jack will be champion, as you see by the fancy graphic there. Jack is in prime position, as we see them barrel down to Parabolica for the 13th time of 19. And here we go then. This is Robbo doing a good job in P2. Another good result this would be. And look at this. Oh, this is side by side between Jimmy and Hyde. Hyde has made a crazy comeback on the penultimate lap then of this Grand Prix. And he's going to turn in on Jimmy's there. And there's a bit of contact. And Jimmy's going to be down to P4. And oh no! What's gone on there? And it's contact. And Felix is out. What has happened? It's too late for a safety car. But what on earth happened there? We're going to have a look at that if we do have any good camera angles. But we're only a lap and a half away from the end of the final lap of the Grand Prix. And potentially the last lap of any championship battle happening. Jack is into the second sector as we look at Sotos and Jimmy here in the battle for P4. And Jack is so close to coming home and winning it where he won in Season 1. 25th of October 2025 he won it. And now here in mid-February, February the 15th. Many people have been celebrating Valentine's Day, but here at MFRL we are racing, racing, racing. We love racing more than anything else. And Jack is going to love this weekend as he is looking up at a second title. Here he comes then. He's heading down to Parabolica. And he's had a great season. He's won many a race. He's won all the races this season, excluding the Austria Sprint. Here he comes, around Parabolica, a historic track. He wins Bahrain, Austria Sprint, Azerbaijan, Texas, second to both, Brazil, Belgium, Italy Sprint, and the Italian Grand Prix, and the World Drivers' Champion. Back-to-back championships, World Champion. And there we go. Jack has sealed it off here. He said it was unlikely. We thought it was quite unlikely, but he's pulled it off. And a bit of luck. And he won here, of course, in Season 1, so I was mentioning. And look at that, the two Robbos together. A really nice sight to see. The rest of them still pouring across the line. I really do feel for Omar here. As, he's only P12. No points for him at his home. Really big shame. But at Kick Sauber, a very happy Scotsman. And Jack is your Season 2 champion.
As we head into the Parabolica, the final corner, he won the World Drivers' Championship in Season 1. He's going to win it again in Season 2. It's going to be back-to-back World Drivers' Championships in what has been an up-and-down weekend, a crazy weekend. He's won both events, and he takes back-to-back championships. Yes! So she's going to the end. Oh, world champion. Back to back. 2-time champion. And it is a Robo 1-2 with Jimmy on the podium as well. That is Sauber really in there in the constructors.
Well, I'll have it even move. I think I'll be making 3.
Yeah. Esteban Ocon, the Diddler was in the points as well. some unlucky drivers retiring, but overall a very good race. The championship.
So Jack takes the championship and I get to stand before the muscle. Brilliant. Happy to do that.
Wait, Robert, are you now big?
Get the napkins ready, get the wet paper towels ready, as this is going to be an emotional one as Jack once again out onto the podium, but for an entirely different reason this time. It's not just the sprint win, it's not any win. He has taken the championship in absolutely glorious form, dominance here in season 2, and what a season it's been. Fully deserved it, some great racing, great on-track battles, great strategy, and he sprays as the season 2 champion, Jack to back. Champion of the world. The constructors is still open, but the drivers is sealed by the one and only Jack F1. So there you have it, Jack winning the race. And we'll get the rest of the standings up. There we go then. Jack is your champion and a race winner here at Monza once more. Robbo doing well in P2 and Hype, another one of his classic comebacks from the back to P3 after the safety car. Akil, and a fantastic job from Akil, let's say, in P4 and Sotoff P5. McGrory P6 helping Haas there a lot. Jimmy P7, he might not be too happy with that. The Diddler though in the points with the Lewis and George in P10. Some big shots, some big happy results there, but some might not be so happy. But here's a look at the driver standings after 9 races, and you obviously can't really see the drivers that well because there's so many, but the main takeaways are that Jack is P1, Robbo now P2, jumping ahead of Sotoff. That is crucial. Hype is P4, but really in that fight for P2, and Stevo rounds out the top 5. Constructor standings in it is Sauber on top by 20 points, a big lead ahead of Racing Bulls, Haas, Williams and Aston Martin, and we'll be back after the break. Could this be championship decider day as we go? Lights out and away we go. It's a good start from Hype there as we head down to turn 1. Hype still leads, we've got drama in the background. The drama kicks off already as projecting who's going to add a bit of an off as they slide through the next corner. And safety car restart, then Jack will lead us off. He's in the prime position for the championship as we run down turn 1 for the 12th time side by side. And there we go then, locking. Oh, a big moment there in the background. Side by side racing at its finest here in Hsrl. Oh, that's a bit of a moment there. And here goes Hype then, he's trying to get around the outside of Broski, who was in P8 on his debut. Good job. And he'll go around the outside and it's going to be a double overtake. Hype versus Keel, this battle has been won for so many times. Back to the drop box, but here we can have the battle side by side between the Keel and Hype. We've got Felix right ahead. Hype will dive down the inside. Hype will get the position. He's actually going to get 2 more as the Keel has a big moment. And there we go. Oh, Jimmy's switching lines. Swapper. As we go side by side, neck and neck, and down the inside we go. Side by side. And Hype's going to try and close the line. Oh, let's contact that. MFRL Season 2. Let's go!
Oh, here he comes! He's up in the air! Oh, he's up in the air! There's the ball up in the air! And the goal! Unbelievable!
Lights out and away we go for Season 2. Here comes the champion on the rookie in his first ever race, trying to fend off the Season 1 champion. Here comes the switchback from Jack. Good defensive Hype there, went neck and neck through the right hand. There we go. He's still there, fantastic. Here we go. Jack is going to go to the outside. The Hype is not giving up, a great battle. And Jack will take the lead, a fantastic battle. Contact!
Oh, you won it. There you go.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Come on. Yes. Oh no! Oh, spun!
Oh no.
Wait.
Hey, good contact. I'm
Hit again. That's a warning.
I'm leading for the first time. Come on, Soto. Oh my god, I'm doing 3 moves in 1 corner.
AMP is going to get a league ban. He's...
Don't wait. Yes. Nice. Nice dodge in the way.
I'm going for good.
Jack is back to winning ways, in the wet, in the dry, whatever you give it. Jack will dominate once again. It's another win. Jack wins again in Season 2. Oh no, that's contact in a big crash.
Here we go then. It's 5 rights. It's MFRL Season 2 Abu Dhabi. Round 5 and it's like starting to go quickly. And Steel stalled, and that is heartbreak. But it's a Hansen set emerge in the lead here. Hives, 3 second time penalty already. Lap 1. However, oh my god, what a move! Right, he's got a great view of this fight. Oh, he's done it though. He's done the switchback. He's perfected it. And look at the run he's got. Omar another 3 seconds, and Hives back into the lead. Starts time ever. He runs the final corner, and Sauce wins the MFRL Abu Dhabi Season 2 Round 5. Into the pits he comes. His gamble's not worked. Sauce stays out. Sauce pits. Kamiko's back. Sauce and Hyped in the pit lane. Sauce and Hyped in the pit lane. Omar is second. It's me and Omar for the lead for the win of this Grand Prix.
No.
Hyped is out. Hyped's been disqualified. Hyped's out.
McLaren Veritas and an absolute go behind in the Sauber. Are they going to make it 3 wide? Of course they are. Side by side, neck and neck, 3 wide. Will they make it through this contact? It's Hyped and Jack, 2 titans of the sport at the moment. They're side by side, running wheel to wheel. This is a great start. One of the best battles of the season, if you ask me. They're still side by side. This is amazing. Here we go, side by side. Jack is on the inside, Hyped on the outside and through. Oh, off goes AMP. And he's going to send it from nowhere. He's through. 2 titans of the sport at the moment. Side by side into turn 1 contact. It's made. They bang wheels. Champion. Oh, look. Oh, and that's huge. That's huge.
What's going on? Yeah, big crash. Big crash. In a minute. I'm involved. You red flag.
5 rounds, 2 sprints. Can anyone beat Jack? And with 5 red lights, it's time to have a banger in Monza. We are go. And there we go, it's a very slippery circuit. Will they all make it through cleanly? And off goes on the Red Bulls. And isn't there? That's Jack involved. And that's so tight. St. James there, nearly on the grass. Oh, beautiful sight then of many cars in this massive train. And it is very slippery as we make our way through the chicane for the 3rd time. Jack continues to make progress. There you go then, it's getting chaotic, off goes Hives, and it's all about who can find the best grip on the track. Here comes Jack, he goes for 1, he might go for 2, he's going to get the move. Fantastic from Jack, he takes P4, and he takes the win. It's 24 hours on from that incredible sprint race, and we're here at a much brighter, much sunnier Monza, and we are here for the main race itself. It is Jack on pole with Assi alongside him, with 2 contenders battling out for P2, Jimmy and Robbo 3rd and 4th, with Wiki and Jake next. Hyped in P7 with Liam, Hutchins and Miller round out in top 10 with Henry McGay and the Diddler. Kamiko is next with Frank and Akil racing short for 16th, with Barnetto down in 17th. What can he do? We'll set off Glitzy and Omar rounding out the grid. Now, after a race as good as last season and what we've just had in the sprint, I cannot wait. But we have had a bit of a delay because we already have had 1 start and it didn't end very well, as you're about to see. We are looking at a clip from about half an hour ago on board with Jimmy. You see very good conditions as he gets a decent launch as Jane's immediately on the attack of the Robbo, and you'll see why a red flag came out fairly shortly as they make their way into the first corner. It was very tight. Jimmy had to take to the grass already, beginning the inevitable chaos that you expect at this circuit. He was side by side here with Hsrl, but it's what happens in a few seconds time after the VSC comes out, which is why we've got the red flag, and there's a big crash there. That is why the interruption has come out, but then it got even more complicated when some people got the message before others. Take a look at this. Real bunching up. James somehow ended up in the lead with Ricardo in second. Get yourself ready then, and this will be a very, very exciting roller coaster. And we are lights out, and away we go. It's a good start from Jack. Good start from someone in the middle of the pack there as they begin to converge into the first corner. It's Jack with a clear lead over Assy, who will try to look on the inside, but he cannot. Jack will lead us, heading out of the first two corners. And here's a replay then of Jack's start. It was a dream getaway for the Jackinator. It's not too much wheel spin, it was just perfectly coordinated and immediately into the lead of the race. Wasn't even challenged into the chicane, which is a blessing not to get taken out through turn 1 and turn 2 very cleanly for Jack. He's a champion, but he doesn't care. He's just going to keep going for it. There is a main battle, really. It's a Constructors, but there is also Forever 4 to contend with as well. But as he was on pole, he can't even fight for it anyway. He is just that good. But into the next chicane, as he did have a look, but nothing too extreme as they made their way through. This is on board with Hype then, starting from P3. He got underway. It was a decent start from Hyped, and as he tried to look for the space, it wasn't really, and it kept, fairly cleanly single file at the front 3-4. But then there was the contact there. Robbo went off the road. We need to see what happened there. Might have been some contact with James. He's been getting a bit aggressive this weekend, but we can't make any assumptions yet. But this will be the good view. On board with Jimmy, starting P6, right behind Robbo and James. Let's have a look. Obviously, caught up in the red flag mess was Jimmy. Nearly got caught up in the main crash itself. So James leaning on Robbo already before we even get to the corner. Jimmy looks down the inside. Who is it with? Let's have a look. He just looks like he goes off all by himself, but then Jimmy does get damage from it. A very weird incident as Jimmy gets passed by pockets and pockets of the pack. Hsrls and Kamiko's to be specific. But yeah, unfortunate for Jimmy, unfortunate for Robert. It looked a really weird moment as they came into the second chicane. Kamiko going across the curves, Jimmy running out a bit wide. Yeah, once again, a bit chaotic, but no need for a red flag as Kamiko went off the road as Jimmy got into P7, and a big dive from Akil. We've got a safety car now for this incident. Akil in the wall there. That's why he is out of the race. So yeah, there is a safety car out as we continue to look at this lap 1 replay. So we are almost ready to restart this race then. We are on the third lap, about to start lap 4. Jack will go, it's pedal to the metal, go, 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 go! We are green once again, as Jack will have a nice and healthy lead heading into turn 1. Will he be contested into the chicane like we didn't see in lap 1? Here we go, Assy looks to the outside, there is going to be side-by-side action for the lead of the race. Here comes Assy, Assy dives, but is unsuccessful and actually, and off, has gone Hyped. What on earth has happened there? Oh, shame for Hype. This weekend has just gone from bad to worse. Replay then of Hype's moment as following these two, he was right in the mix. A bit of camera distortion, and then we can't really tell what's happened there. Whatever has happened, it's been rather unfortunate. We can see from potentially from Jimmy's view now. Just looked like it kind of went straight on unless he did get here. Bloody hell! Really tight pack there. Nearly causing absolute chaos because some people went, some people didn't. As they went to green flag, it was A&P, it was Jimmy, and it was, oh, look at Glitzy. Glitzy making 3 overtakes on that restart. He got it bang on. As A&P and Jimmy had to wait behind Ricardo. Let's see what we can see. There's no one in the gravel trap there. So how the hell has Hyped ended up into the gravel? He's there. The powers of the diddler, I guess. So then we are a few laps into this race now, and on the 4th lap of the race, and off has gone Ricardo. Off he has got, what the hell, the Diddler is really powerful in this race. But Jimmy will hold on to P9. Looked like he was going to get P8 there. This is on board with Jackie now being contested by James. Jackie is not having it too easy, but we expected this at Monza. This tight peloton style racing where they keep switching positions. But James Barnetto takes the lead of the race. Heading into the 5th lap of action, Assy P3, Wiki and Robbo rounding out your top 5. And this is on board with Jimmy. We've got A&P on the inside, Jimmy on the outside. He has to leave just enough room, and he does so rather well as Jimmy holds on to P8. Here's a beautiful view of this battle. It's James versus Jack versus Assy. Could have maybe had more people if there wasn't the weird hyped incident. But we'll move on from it as here comes Jack then on James. It's going to be a fairly simple move. Or will it? Because James gets him back heading onto the main straight. Here we go then. Jack will surely, if he's got the DRS, will make the move. And here he comes then to the outside, and it's another lead change. And it's further back, we got bashing, that's Jimmy Nampy! Nearly heading into that parabolica. James getting the fastest lap. It wasn't AMP, sorry, it was Daniel Ricciardo. AMP capitalising. But this is now Jack in the lead of the race. He did get that move. And this is now Jimmy. He's been on a lot of action. He's off the road. That's a brilliant save. Brilliant save. He loses the position, but that could have been a whole lot worse. Wow. Here we go then, it's Kamiko and Hypes. They are way down the order. Hopefully they don't come together. Hypes got the run on Kamiko. Will there be any contact? No, there won't. Thank goodness for that. So Jack will lead us on to lap 7. Will James go for another attack? This is like why we come to Monza every season with a sprint and a race. Here comes James. He takes the lead once again. Brilliant stuff in this pack racing, as I mentioned. It's DRS trains, ERS trains. It's really more of a strategic track more than a skill track. This is Jimmy then behind Ricciardo. These two seem to have formed a bit of a rivalry. Here comes Jimmy then to the outside. It is Red Bull versus sister Red Bull team. As Jimmy swings around the outside, but there's contact now. And that is Daniel Ricciardo bashing into Jimmy. Damage for Jimmy. And someone in the gravel now. That is Hsrl getting caught up in all that mess. And can Hypes make the move? He has got that sidepod damage, so he might be affected with a hot engine. Here we go, I think he's got the move done, but here comes Hsrl. Even with the RS, Hype cannot do anything. He's run out of battery now. Hsrl will get the position back. This is all for that last point in P12. Hsrl cuts across the road, and will Hype get the position? I think he should, and he does. Into P12 he goes, as long as he can keep it on the road. He's gone into the same path as Jimmy did. Can he keep it through less than 2? Yes, he can. Jack and James, is it going to be another position swap? Big crash, massive crash for Hsrl. He is out of this race. That's an enormous shunt. Let's hope he's okay. We go safety car immediately. A massive shunt. I hope Hsrl is okay. We're hearing reports that he is, but that is a big crash. And there we go, then we are about to get this show on the road once again, and that is Jake and Albin getting into a bit of mess. But we'll move on from it as Jack, really cold tyres, he needs to warm them up. He's trying to, he goes left, he goes right, into Parabolica we go, he usually leaves it late and he leaves it great. Has he gone now? He's gone a bit earlier than he usually does. Catches everyone out by surprise and he is away like a stabbed rat. Jack will take a dominant lead already as he go green. Assy now second with Jay in third. Wiki P4 and Glitzy P5. It's a fairly bog standard top 5. Here comes Assy though for the lead of the race. He wants to have a James Jack battle and he will. He takes the lead of the race. A bit further back, this is Hype then. Kamiko is right ahead of them. They've had a lot of issues. Here we go then, Kamiko going for the inside of Valtteri Bottas. There's going to be a bit of contact, there is, and there's yellow flag shaking now, but it's come together. Kamiko's having contact, there's mayhem, and the safety car's out again. Goodness me. And this is Jack then just following Assy. Assy will have control of the restart. That got rather close. Hopefully there wasn't any contact. But Assy will lead us on this restart. We're on board with Jack then. Green flag will be out this time around. Assy, when will he go? Will he go at Jack range? Will he go earlier? Will he go later? We've not really seen any restarts from Assy. Here we go then. Has he gone for it yet? No, he's not. Let's hope there's no big piling up in the background. Has he gone for it now? No, he is leaving quite late. He slows at the back quite substantially, actually. Taking us down to about 40-50 miles per hour. As he's not gone yet. This is a really... it's getting a bit feisty. Now he goes. It's pedal to the metal. It's go. Green once again. Assy will lead us. Not quite as dominant as Jack. But here comes Jack. Looking for a move on this restart. We're on lap 14 of 19. Surely our last restart. What can Assy do? What can Wiki do in P3? As this is a brilliant view of this battle. Assy, Jack, Wiki, Robbo and Glitzy making up your top 5. As this is further back, we've got James, we've got Albin, and here comes James. He storms it down the inside. Quadruple move! Yes, please. A lovely dive one from James. As Hype also making progress. They're carving their way through the field like we saw in China. James now already into the top 10. A good comeback already Here we go then, James and Kamiko. And here comes Hype. He's going to get past all of them. This is brilliant. But the two Hasses have had history this season. And oh no, contact, they come together again. Unbelievable. The two Hasses collide once more. Hyped and Kamiko. Goodness me. In replay, this is Jimmy then. Let's have a look on the restart. It was very bunching up. It was like side by side. It was because Assi left it quite late and he was questioning the entire field as it was like 2-3 wide. This is James's massive dive bomb. Brilliant stuff from the Jiggler. And got it round the outside of Bottas, and then Hype got the run as well. He saved up his battery though for an attempt at another double-triple overtake, making brilliant progress. Then the Spaldingers doing really well. This is Jimmy on Albon. We might see the incident with Game Eco and Hyped. It was just a massive send, way too late on the anchors. Spun him, across the back. It was a bit of a pile-up. Jimmy, well, it allows him to make some progress on Bottas. Did get a warning for a collision with him, but there was nothing he could have done. Here we go then, Kamiko and Jimmy and Piastri. Jimmy gets past one. Can he get past a second? It would be an adventurous move, but he's going to send it anyway. A brilliant dive bomb from Jimmy. He gets into the top 10. A lovely move on the 14th lap of this race. He's into P10. This is Jack, then he's looking for the move on Assi. It's going to intensify as we get to the closing stages of this race. Assi pulls to the inside. Jack will try to mimic his moves and then go and surprise him looking for a dive bomb. He can't quite do it. He might try and hang around the outside. Goodness me. I didn't think that would pay off, but he stays in line as Mugai comes into the pit lane on the 15th lap. This is a brilliant run for Jack. Now he's looking for the move on Assi. He's on the outside. I think he's going to get him way before the braking zone. Here comes Jack. He's going to get the move on the outside. Can he close it off before the braking zone? The answer is no, not really. Assi still looking for the move. Jack leaves the room, but Jack will take the lead of the race with just a handful of laps to go. Just 3 or 4 to go. That was a very close moment. What on earth happened there? Jack and Assi, I think, made a bit of contact, and Assi was flung to the scenery. As Jack comes rather close to our cameraman. That has ruined his momentum, but if he's got DRS, it's A-OK. We start lap 17. What a battle this has been. A grandstand finish is in prospect. Here comes Jack. He got the DRS, and he'll take the lead of the race. As we go on board with the Jack, he holds onto it through the left and through the right. And he holds on to the lead. A fantastic battle. But we're on the last lap of the race. Here comes Assi. A defining move for this race. Assi leads. And you go into the right and into the left. Can Assi hold on to it? Jack's got to think of a new and creative way to get this overtake. Because usually it's just on the start-finish straight. But if he does that, Assi will win. Here comes Jack. He's closing in. It's just a couple tenths less than that now. Can he go for a move here? No, not quite. They keep it single file. Jack doesn't need to go for risks. He needs the points of Williams, especially as McGay's so crap. Here comes Assi then through the first Lesmo, keeping it nice and clean. Just can't crack under the pressure, and we'll have a second new winner this season in HSRL, joining Glitzy. But Assi's got a bit of a gap here, but Jack has got the DRS. You can't forget this is a DRS zone as we head to the very anti-Ascari. As here comes Assi. Can he hold off Jack? It looks like he might be able to, but Jack's got good battery. Is not the best from Assi through there. Assi's out of battery. Here comes Jack on the last lap. He makes the move on the outside. Unbelievable. Jack makes a move into Parabolica for the last time. He saved that battery. A brilliant strategy for Jack. He wins in Spa, and he's going to win in Monza. Jack F1 is back at it again. And after a brilliant race, let's have a look at your results. And it is Jack on top with the last lap overtakes of the gods, with Assi in second, and Wiki gets on the podium. That is crucial, with James P4 and Glitzy P5. AMP is 6th, with Jimmy, Robbo, John and Diddy round out your top 10. A weekend to forget for Hyped in P11, with Frank Ocean rounding out your point scorers. Kamiko and McCrory, your last finishers. In the Jack Robbo Trophy for non-winners heading into the season, Assi took the win there. Wiki was second, with James and Glitzy, who will be leaving the category at the end of the season. AMP, Diddy, Frank, Kamiko, Jake and Hsrl gets a few points in the category. And then into Forever Forward, it is Glitzy and AMP tying the win, both gaining 12 positions from their starting grid. Diddy, Wiki, Jake, Frank, James, Hutchins and Assi all gained from their grid spots as well. Crucial for a very tight championship, which is set to go down to the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Now I'm wondering, we've not really talked much about Wingfoot, and that is because on the Saturday after the sprint, Jack took pole, and it was enough for him to become champion, our first ever Wingfoot award winner. It is Jack on top as he takes the win. He got the maximum 24 points. Hexton took a surprise P2 with Assy and Hyped. Robbo, James, Jimmy, Wiki, Akil, Hutchins, Frank and Henry McGrory clawed 1 point away from the Wingfoot award. So what does that do to all the standings? And Jack, we know, has already won it with Robbo and Jimmy. That is a crucial battle for P2. Glitzy, Wiki, Assy and James. AMP overtakes Hyped, with Lewis somehow still in the top 10. A very exciting prospect for P2 in that battle, and P4 as well. Cannot wait to see what happens in Singapore, but the teams is even more exciting. 2.5 points separate Sauber and Williams, with Alpine, V-Carb and Red Bull the real contenders. Haas and McLaren a bit adrift, with Mercedes, Ferrari and Aston Martin rounding out your 10 teams. The Jack Robbo Trophy then, it is Wiki with a 29 point lead. He can win it in Singapore next time out. Glitzy, Omar, AMP and Assy are your other contenders for that one. James, Lewis, McGrory and the Diddler round out your top 10 in those standings, with Jake, Kamiko and Hurls next up. Forever forward then for positions gained, it is a very tight competition, but the Diddler takes the lead with 35 position gains with AMP and Glitzy, James and Wiki, but still anyone can win the championship. Hyped P6 with Robbo, Jake, McGrory and Kamiko, and it's the only championship where Jack sucks. He's 13th on 11 points, but with 25 entrants, I mean technically any of them could still win it. And what a weekend we have had here at Monza. He's back at it again. This is the 2 kicks out with battling it for the win. This is Jaco ahead of Jack. Could this flare up like 2016 with the Mercedes is here? With Rosberg and Hamilton getting very aggressive, it looks like it could do as we're starting the penultimate lap of the race. We're going to be side by side, there's going to be contact. Jack is going to be launched into a big slide, but he holds on to it. This is going to be very, very, very spicy. This is the last lap of the race. Side by side we go. Jack's got the lead of the race. Jack versus Jaco. And it's going to be very tight. There's contact between the two of them. Contact between the two of them. Jaco gets the lead. Jack looks like he's got side pod damage now. That will surely be investigated, as Jack will not be happy with that.
As we head into lap 18, heads around a couple of corners. Here comes Jaco on the inside. And Jack, oh, and there's contact. This collided again like they did in Austria. The tensions will be boiling over at Sauber. I can announce that after the Hsrl Season 3 British Grand Prix, I will no longer be driving for Kick Sauber Formula 1 team.
And after that shock move, the lineups have gone do-wally as we head to the Principality. Hello and welcome to round 5 of Season 3 of Hsrl, the second ever race under the Hsrl race number 29 it is, at this historic Monaco circuit. We've only ever had John Hutchins take a win here, and here is your very infamous track. It doesn't need much introduction, but here it is anyway. Turn 1, Sandoval. We're going to see plenty of overtaking, I bet you now, maybe even for the lead of the race. Up through Beau Rivage, we've seen some brave moves through there before. Massenet into Casino Square, and Mirabeau is quite a tight area. There could be some incidents. Through the Grand Hotel hairpin under the bridge we go through the Nouvelle Chicane. But we've seen plenty of action then. Will anyone hit that infamous inside orange wall? Only time will tell. Through to back, through this very difficult swimming pool section where overtaking is not expected, and through Anthony Nose to complete the lap. Leaving Silverstone, we had this as your driver standings. Jack leading by 54 points, almost double of Jaco, but none of the teams are correct. Robbo, Glitzy, Omar, Jimmy, Sahos, Wiki, Lewis, and James rounding out your top 10. And James 85 points off Jack, but we are still in the early-ish phase of the season, as in the Constructors kick Sauber up and away, more dominant than it was last season, with Alpine, Mercedes being the main contenders. Ferrari and Haas lead the mid-pack charge, with Racing Bulls, Williams, McLaren, Aston Martin and Red Bull. The Jack Robbo Trophy for those who are yet to get a win heading into Season 3. Jaco in the lead of that one. Omar heading into his last ever race in second, and Glitzy in third, tied with him. The Wingfoot Award for qualifying is Jack on top with 22-point buffer. Jaco in second, with Lewis and Jimmy and Omar rounding out the top 5 in that one. And the Forever Forward standings saw drivers the most overtakes, AMP and Hyped, tied on 16 points, with Glitzy, Robbo and Akil rounding out your top 5 in that competition. Very, very fierce, but here we are, the Monaco Grand Prix is next. Well, in F1 last year, there was only one overtake after lap 1. Something tells me there's going to be a whole lot more in this Hsrl race. As we look at the grid, your bottom half, with Jared and Jake on the back row, James and Glitzy with Robbo, Frank Ocean 15th with Akil, Hsrl, Wiki and Henry McGrory in P11. As we look to your top 10, it's a very mixed up top 10 after a very shocking qualifying section. And here it is then, Kamiko in P10 with Jack 9th, John Hutchins starts in 8th with Lewis in 7th, AMP 6th, Omar in his last ever race starts 5th, not bad from him, and it's Italiano Cookie Bear is 4th with Jaco. Jimmy's third, thinking he can win this race. Can he do it? With Soto second, and then for the first ever time, Asi is on pole. Exciting stuff then as we head up to the race end for round 5 of the Hsrl in Season 3. We're always ready to go with the first ever time on board from Henry McGrory. As we go to 5 red lights, it's go, 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 boogity, 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 as we head to turn 1. What can McGrory do as we make our way into Sandavot? No heroics, guys, as they make their way through the turn 1. It is nice and clean with Asi staying in the lead. Jimmy still P2 with Jaco and Omar rounding out your top 4 with AMP still in 5th. A good start for him, as Jack will be surely carving his way through the field, but it's a decently clean lap 1. As we make our way through Mirabeau, a very tight corner, surely an incident. Full course yellow is out, and there has been an incident somewhere. Full course yellow, virtual safety car, whatever you want to call it, is out for the first time, and it's getting a bit bunched there, as we'll have a look at the replay. This is the replay of Jack's start then. He lined up P8 in the end after adjusting the grid a little bit with the AI. And let's see what his start was like. He looked like he made some decent progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, and sank red lights. And as he got underway, it was a very nice start, but obviously not a lot of room at all. Side by side they went. That was Lewis ahead. Nice move around the outside of the diddler maybe there. And Lewis, he said he had a bit of a misshift and couldn't accelerate, so that's unfortunate for the Alpine driver. But Jack already up to 6th on this start. Really good stuff. And did he get a move on the outside of AMP? Oh, he did through Mirabeau. As we go back to green flag racing. The VSC is over, and Henry McGrory is already getting into bashing his contact, and Jake has had a big moment. Jake is not going to be happy with that, as we stay on board with Henry McGrory as he's bumping and barging with Hsrl. And we've got a yellow flag at turn 1. It's an Aston Martin. That is Jake. And oh no! And there goes Jack into Jake. Oh, this could be an interruption. Jake is right in the middle of the road. That is a big moment for Jack. His front wing is very much down. Oh my goodness me! A big pile up. Red flag immediately. Big crash. And out. Potentially goes Jake, but a red flag to reset things. A big pile up in Monaco. And oh, more contact there. A&P did not see Henry McGrory.
Okay, so what I've realised is the Aussie army isn't that great.
Interesting words from Jimmy as we head to the 5 red lights for this full restart. We're going back to lap 1 here. Lights out and away we go. It's go, boogity as they make the way down to turn 1. It's a good start once again for Massey in the McLaren. Jimmy already looking up the inside. Track limits warnings, but they are potentially removing warnings for track limits because it is so difficult to get it just right here in the Principality as they make the way through the Casino Square. McGrory once again getting involved with plenty of action. He is in P11 at the moment in the points. There's contact though. That is Glitzy. He's usually fighting a bit further up. Lockups and all contact with McGrory and Glitzy. And can they make their way through cleanly through the hairpin? And we've got another pile up. Steve-O's in there. There's a V-carb in there. Jaco's in there. Phil, of course, yellow once again. Absolute carnage continues here in Monaco. We are green once again. This is McGrory on the outside of Omar in his last ever race. Side by side through Anthony Nose. Omar hits the wall and hits into McGrory. McGrory's into the wall. Full front wing is off, and another VSC, another FCY, full course yellow, out yet again. McGrory will not be happy with that. We have green flag once again after loads of interruptions in this race, and there might be even more as McGrory is going to go off. Oh, what's happened there? McGrory's hit the wall and he's gone straight on at turn 1. What on earth has happened there as we cut to the leaders? And here comes Jimmy down the inside for the lead. Can he get there? Assie's going to try and hold it round the outside into the Grand Hotel hairpin. Oh, what a switchback that could be. Not quite though, as he holds his line. Jimmy is looking to pounce as soon as he possibly can. Under the tunnel we go. Look at Jack though, he's suddenly closed in. He's up to 3rd. Brilliant stuff from our championship leader and reigning champion in his new Williams seat. And he seems to be comfortably fitting in already. It's a 3-way battle for the lead. Here comes Jimmy, not into Tabac. Oh, that could have been a big one into Tabac, but Jimmy does back out. And through the swimming pool section they go. Surely no overtakes through here, but you never know. Into the wall, and into the wall again goes Jimmy. Luckily no damage. Might have done some wear to the tyres though, as it is a very interesting 3-way battle for the lead. Ignore the penalties, because that is 4 track limits, as Assie continues to lead after lap 7. Replay here of Jack. This is just looking back at this very intense battle so far. Jimmy, had a look into Tabac. That would be a very brave move. If you've only seen it in like Formula E, I don't think we've ever seen a move there, successfully at least, in F1. Cutting back, and we're on the 8th lap of 27, and Jimmy's getting a bit impatient now.
Hurry the fuck up, bro.
Clear instructions. Oh, into the wall goes the leader. Into the wall goes Assie. He's got damage. Jimmy's going to go around the outside looking for another lead change. Jack is right in there as well. Here comes Assie. He's trying to barge back into Jimmy. But Jimmy surely will take the lead, and he does. A 2-time winner. Can he become a 3-time winner? There's more contact as Assie is not giving up. Wobble for Jimmy, but he does hold on to the lead. And, it's getting very feisty at the top. It's what we love to see. Brilliant action here at Monaco. Someone said you can't overtake at Monaco, but you most certainly can, as we have a look back at that very dramatic moment. So we saw Assie crack under the pressure, hits the inside wall there, and hits the outside. That's where the damage is done, as Jake got the fastest lap there. But yeah, Assie did everything to try and defend fairly, but knew he couldn't really do much. He opened the door, and Jimmy will be barging his way through side by side through turn 1 though. Sandoval, that is very brave from the pair of them, and Jack just watches on, doesn't want to get involved, doesn't want to get damage, he just wants to collect the points. But a very exciting battle for the lead. Here we go then with Jimmy. This is Jack right on the back of Jimmy. And look at this, on board with Jack now. And there's Kamiko in the middle of the road. Kamiko's in the middle of the road. Oh no, there's contact. Jimmy's round. Jimmy is round. What a shame for Jimmy. Got distracted by Kamiko's stricken car in the middle of the road. Jack leads, and Jimmy has gotten big front wing damage. He stays 2nd, but he'll probably have to come into the pits.
Oh, fuck you, Jack, honestly.
Jimmy is in P5, and Assie's out. Assie's out right in front of Jimmy.
Let's go. That's a P4 for me. Geico crashed out Assie, so that's going to be a penalty for Geico. 10 seconds or even DSQ. So I'm on. Oh, no. Never mind. I take that back.
Oh, Jimmy, you've sorted that one right up, as this is the replay. It looks very much red flag is out because of Assie's stricken car. We've heard that Lewis has gone into Assie. Jimmy smashing into the wall there, a bit like McGrory did in season 1, but Jimmy will be out of the race with probably our final interruption, because there has been so many. And we are green for one last time in this very hectic race. It's gone on for a long time, but Jack will clearly take the lead into the first corner. And will there be anything else happen in this race? Surely Jack's just going to glide off into the distance. It's been a brilliantly controlled race by Jack, getting through the pack and into the lead on lap 22 of 27. But on the last lap, Jayco's not really left him alone, but not too much has happened in the rest of the pack. They have kept it clean as numbers fall lower and lower because of all the chaos. But Jack then, round the final corner, race 29 of Hsrl is going to be won by Jack, our first ever human winner in Monaco, and probably our only one. And it will be a half points result after all the carnage. But we see across the line here in P5, it is Omar in his last ever race. He drives the kick Sauber and he gets across the line. A well-deserved result for Omar, who has been a legend since Season 2, driving for Haas. Teammates have hyped at one point, in VCARB at another point, nearly got P1 in a practice session, but there you go, that is Omar over and out for now, but he'll still be lurking around the paddock. As we have a look at your race results then, Jack wins some Jayco, Sotos, Wiki P4, John in P5, Omar in 6th, with AMP, Hsrl, Jake and Jimmy, despite the crash, does round out the top 10 with 1.5 points. We are bringing decimals into the result now with the half points. So Jack gets 12.5, with Assi P11 getting 1 point, Lewis in 12th getting a half point, Akil, McGrory and Glitzy rounding off your 15, but a very hectic, chaotic race, a lot of retirement. MFRL Season 2, Round 8. It's go! Green, 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 green! A good start from Jack, of course, as Sotos nearly alongside, but we're all clean, I think. Heading into turn 1, there's a lock-up, there's nearly 5 wide behind. Jack leads, Sotos second, Hyde is now third, and Robert P4 and Lewis P5. I think we've kept it all clean.
Left, AMP's gone! Here comes Sauce up the rouge! The session's here, he's gone! Here comes Sauce! Here comes Hyde!
These are critical corners, as here comes Hyde then, side by side with Jack. The two that came together in Sao Paulo, side by side, Hyde from P5 to P1. Oh, there's contact, they've come together, it's happened again. They're still side by side, that's surely damage for at least one of them, maybe both of them. We're right back on board with the championship leader. Has he got damage? I think he might do. He's struggling a bit, he's definitely got some sort of damage. I think it's front wing, as Hyde takes the lead from P5. Okay, this is a look back at Jack's start on board from pole position. 5 red lights, and they were out, and it was a good launch room, to be fair. Another decent start from our championship leader, but with damage now, this could really shift the course of the whole race. As he had a great start, though, before things got really feisty with hyped once more in MFRL. I mean, what a moment that was then. On board once again. This was a bit later on. Here came hyped from, like, absolutely nowhere from P5.
I saw the contact. Is there any damage?
Yes, my wing is an aggressive move.
Oh, things getting very frosty. I mean, I think the FIA are definitely going to have a quick look at that. It's just unfortunate contact, let's say, side pod to front wing. They both got damage, so maybe it won't get looked at. But yeah, it's going to be a long, hard debate. And we've got more replays here. It's good to see we've got loads of different angles of the start. You see, Hype was really parked weird from 5th on the grid. Had a decent start, and then heading into turn 1, centre. You see, Sotos and Robbo made a bit of contact there. Hopefully, it's not given any damage to the Williams driver, who will be driving in Sauber with Hype next season. We see P3 almost instantly off the exit of turn 1, and then you see Sotos a great run off over Rouge and Radion, and nearly could have been 3 wide. But here comes Hyped moment. But yeah, it's still a fantastic battle. And then look at this, Southside round the outside, had no room left, whack. Oh, it's a controversial one, but I think, you know, they didn't intend it.
It's still run away.
What an opening lap we've had here at Belgium. We've still got 14 more to run. Here we go. On board of Jax. Could get alongside Sotos here. Neck and neck. Jack is going to try and send it around the outside like Hype did, but he's off the road. He's off the road. He'll have to come back on the track, and he gets a penalty. Oh, no. Sotos, fast as that, really showing his potential, but as I say that, Jack is right on the bubble. He's on his gearbox, there's nearly contact there. He's going to go for a switchback. This could be an excellent move. Can he execute it? This would be amazing. It's a bit like the Abu Dhabi switchbacks we were seeing not too long ago. Side by side up at Rouge, they're not going to make it here, surely not. Whoa, that was great racing, great awareness between the pair of them. But Jack's not done yet. The championship leader versus second place in the championship. 1 and 2 on the grid, and now 3 and 2. Neck and neck. Jack will go down the inside. Does he get the move? They're still wheel to wheel. Jack will go P2 along the curb. Can he hold on to it? Oh no, he's on the gravel. He's on the gravel. Sotos, Robbo may be into the equation. What a battle this is at the start of the Belgian Grand Prix. We have loads of action still to come, and somehow the positions don't change. Oh, a bit of a twitch from the championship leader at the corner with no name. Could this be the tyres already falling off? We've got a yellow flag in the middle sector as Jack makes it through poo on it.
Stuck in the DRS stream. Yeah. Oh, Jack, go on. No, no contact.
My car is totaled. I cannot drive. My car is destroyed.
What is Jack doing? Yeah, I'll report that to you. What is Robbo doing?
And safety car number 1 of the race, number 1 of maybe many. All 20 drivers somehow still running, as the safety car will be in at the end of this lap. Unfortunately, Hyped has got a penalty, but so has Jack. 2 of the big hitters in terms of the championship, so Sotos has got a great chance, along with Robbo and Lewis. And Hype's gone already. That is an incredibly early restart. He might even catch up with the safety car. But here we go. Green flag will be out in a second. And no, he's being slowed down. He's gone too early. Will this affect him? Through the bus stop. And he's somehow still got a decent lead. But we will go green on lap 7. And we're back underway in MFRL.
Robbo's not going deliberately. What the hell?
And for like the 6th or 7th time in this race, they're going to be side by side down the Camel Straight. 2 at the top of the title are going to go neck and neck, and it will be back to grid order at the top 2. Jack will retake the lead in what's been a fascinating battle so far here at the Belgian Grand Prix, and we're only on lap 9 of 15. More to come from the Ardennes Forest. And in replay here, this was the lap 9 moment, and 3-way battle, and suddenly you're going to see McLaren right there. Oh, great avoidance.
Hyped is out! Hyped is out!
Attention, la voiture de sécurité vient d'entrer. Surveille l'indicateur Delta. Il doit rester positif.
My God!
Une pénalité. Ralentis. Le Delta doit rester positif.
Wins left.
Ralentis. Ton Delta
My God!
ce qui signifie que tu roules trop vite.
And this is a replay of the huge moment which could have taken Hyped out of championship contention earlier than he wanted. So you just see here, comes into the corner, hits the curb right and then left, but Sotos does something similar right ahead of him, so it's a real shame for the Haas driver. Somehow gets away with it though. Fantastic. No! I destroyed the car. No. Getting ready for the restart, live on Jack F1, live on Alpha L, and in the highlights here in MFRL. And there's already an incident. That is a kill, and one of the Ferraris. That's before we've even gone green. What on earth happened there? I mean, we'll look back into that after the race, but it is green once more here. I think the final time we'll have a safety car, and we are back on the win. And already that is Hype going for 14th position on the AI of Checo Perez, and around the outside of Esty Bestie, baby. That is the diddler, and around the outside we go for 13th position. Hyped and Omar are going to have some comeback drives of the century if they want some good points. It's around the outside of Hamilton and around the outside of Russell, maybe. Hang it around the outside. Oh, it's another penalty. It's another penalty for Hyped, but it is P11. Next up, AMP. We saw these two battle in Baku, and AMP's drifted a little bit wide. We're going to be side by side. Let's have some more good battling then. Around the outside we go, and it's not a big battle, but it's still some clean racing between the pair of them. P10, and it could even be P9 at Sargent. Oh! Hudson squeezed onto the grass. You remember what happened in Bahrain when Hype was driving for Alpine? It's happened again. Hype's not going to be happy about that one. Oh, mate. Oh, I actually can't with this guy. Hype's really not happy, unfortunately, about that one. He's looking for P8 though on Lando Norris, and there is still a chance he can get points as down the inside he'll go. Not too much of a contest. Hype is on that soft tyre. He'll be flying through, but Hsrl and Kamiko, no, he's off the road. He comes back across the road, and he's nearly in front of. Oh my God, he's nearly got ahead of Hype there. That could have been a catastrophic moment. As now the Hasses are P6 and 7, and wow, what a moment that could have been for Hype. Big well done to Hsrl here for his first race in Haas. He's holding up very well in 6th edition, but that could easily become 7th. Oh, that's contact between the two Hasses. That's exactly what we saw in Abu Dhabi between Hype and Omar when they were teammates. But now Hype just using a little bit of force, no damage done. He's down the inside, and he'll get the move for P6, but another track limits warning, of course. We continue this journey to redemption, then Lewis versus Hype. These two have not really battled before, but down the inside of Puon, he'll make the move stick, P5. But with penalties, it's more like P6 or 7. And for one last time, Jack F1, absolutely dominating this Grand Prix, despite everything which has happened. Contact between his teammate and Hyped, as Hype just misjudged his braking point. And could that be with the battle for P4 over and done with? And as I was saying, Jack is on his final tour of the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps after a fantastic race, a journey of redemption after some damage. He was down in P5 at one point, but the championship leader will extend his gap hugely here. And here we go, around the outside, the battle's continuing a bit further down. Around the outside, this is where Jack and Hype collided in lap 1, and on the final lap his teammate keeping it clean with him. Jimmy will go back through, he's getting lodged on the curb, kicking up the gravel a bit, and now, can he find another way through, or will the damage have too much of an effect? He looks for the outside at the no-name corner. Surely not. They're going to be side by side, and no, they've made contact. Oh my goodness, that could have been race ending. As round the outside of Puon. Hype loved the outside move recently. Can he hold on to it? They're still neck and neck, heading into the next couple of corners through Stavilo, and Hype will finally make the move stick.
So somehow, some way, Jack's managed to run this. I'm on the cusp of getting P5 here. On the very institution.
Yes, Jack. P1, that is P1. One step closer.
Yes, guys. Come on, we are invincible. Well done to everyone.
Rubble, Jimmy will get P4, I think. Rubble,
I want my P7 removed if I can.
Jimmy, Gerber's up 7, Lewis was P6.
And the
Henry McRory, P7! John Hutchins, P8!
A really heartfelt victory there for Jack as he celebrates with the Irish flag. Another win. Win number 12 in a row. A brilliant performance. What a moment, as you would say, as he will shake the hands of the officials and hoist that trophy up. Well deserved, as the team will be absolutely elated with that, one step closer to maybe a drivers and constructors. And here comes the champagne, celebrations and confetti galore. And what a race that was. Well done to Jack and all who finished. Round 9 of 12 comes from Monza. Just 30 minutes for drivers and teams to prepare for the first sprint weekend of the season here at the Red Bull Ring. The session was majorly disrupted by heavy rain falling for almost the entire session, giving the drivers just 2 minutes to set a flat-out lap on the soft compound. And one of the only drivers to do that was championship leader Jack, taking the fastest lap time of the heavily disrupted session in his V-car. The winner of the Bahrain Grand Prix setting a time of a 105.3, 4/10 clear of nearest rival James. The newly signed Kick Sauber driver says that he feels a huge boost of confidence after a stellar performance in round 1, from outside the top 10 to an insane P4, earning vital points in the championship and the first Driver of the Day award of Season 2, earning him an extra point. James has definitely shown that he can contend at the sharp end of the grid. James is one of the only drivers in the session to not run off the circuit in challenging, changing conditions. Henry took a slightly surprising third and was the last of the drivers to get a representative dry lap on the board. There could have been a fourth driver who got a proper lap in, but unfortunately Hype's Goldsy was unintentionally blocked by the third place driver, leaving him unable to set a lap before the track got too damp.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, Yeah, I need to box, I've just been caught up in traffic. Drama as well for Jimmy, the Mercedes driver skating wide at the always difficult turn 5. As the track got more and more sodden, there was a huge scare between Jack and Henry, with the Ferrari driver attempting to brake to head into the pit lane and Jack being left with no time to react. Despite some front wing damage, both drivers were able to continue after that very close moment. A major talking point this weekend is track limits, with almost all the drivers experiencing lap times deleted due to excursions at turns 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. They'll have to be extremely careful to avoid penalties in the sprint and Grand Prix. Towards the latter stages of the session, another huge scare, this time between McLaren's Jack and Hyped, the Haas driver going on to invalidate another lap. The final 8 minutes or so of practice saw enough standing water for the blue-walled full wet tyre to be used, with Hype taking a bold risk to move onto the soft compound in the dying moments of free practice. So in the end, championship leader Jack took the fastest lap away from the Englishman James. Henry, despite all his moments in the session, wrapped at P3, with the Fish, Hype, Robbo, Jack, Jimmy, A and P, next, and Alonso was the only AI driver to make it into the top 10, even if he was 10 seconds off. You can watch the rest of the weekend unfold at Jack F1 or at the BSCO.